Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Priscilla Meza. After a rainy start to the day, clear skies are wrapping up our work week. Let's get a first look at the weekend weather with Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank. Rachel, good evening.
Good evening, Priscilla. Things are looking up for the weekend because earlier this week we were like, will it, won't it be rainy heading into Saturday morning? I mean, there's pros and cons to it being drier. The pro is you can spend time outside without worrying about getting rained on. But a con is we could still use more beneficial rain. You would not say that in northeastern Connecticut, where it rained like crazy this evening. And there are still some showers that will enter back into northeastern Connecticut before they move out of here, but no severe weather. Right now, temperatures are close to the 70-degree mark, and it's still pretty humid out there, but the humidity will be dropping as we head through the overnight hours. Low temperatures tonight will be in the lower to middle 60s. We begin the day with a lot of clouds. There is a slight chance for a passing shower tomorrow, but overall, I think most of the state stays dry. It's not as humid, and high temperatures will climb into the low to mid 80s as we head through the afternoon, but 70s for the shoreline. Really great weather in Cromwell if you're heading to the Travelers Championship. And Sunday looks great too, but we're timing out a heat wave for next week. Coming up, Priscilla.
Thank you, Rachel. New tonight, Manchester police say a teen was hit by a car while riding an e-bike. It happened this afternoon in the area of Bissell and Spruce Streets. And police say the teen was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. They say the driver stayed at the scene and is cooperating. A family is mourning the loss of two brothers killed in a shooting last weekend. Fox 61's Tim Little reports on the vigil held tonight in West Haven.
Hundreds gathered in prayer to remember the Blake brothers here at West Haven Beach. The peaceful setting was also a reminder of how quickly life can change for the large but tight-knit family.
Fun-loving guys, just very jovial, very family-oriented, very close with their mom. And, you know, their cousins.
Candles were lit for the two brothers by their large extended family and dozens of friends. 34-year-old Dravier Christopher Blake and 31-year-old Miguel Daniel Blake were shot and killed outside Museum Sports Bar and Grill in the early hours of Saturday, June 20th. A third victim was shot but survived. The brothers immigrated from Jamaica years ago and lived with their extended family. Cousins tell us family was the focal point of their lives. Both brothers also leave behind children. The Blake family is collecting donations to help return the brothers' bodies to Jamaica to be buried. Bishop Walter Oliver Jr. has known the family for more than 3 decades. He says they're a faithful family wondering how this could happen. But no matter how long the investigation takes, Oliver says people need to give the detectives time and that violence is never the answer. He's frustrated by the repeated shootings that have happened in the area over the years.
I see this all the time. I see that violence in the street, and sometimes when violence is done to someone else, you know, they say, well, they deserve it. But nobody ever deserves to lose their life, you know, no matter what's going on. And so my prayer is that we can get violence out of our streets.
Police are still investigating the shooting and have not made any arrests. In West Haven, Tim Little, Fox 61.
A community in Winsted came together tonight in honor of Carrie Stetson, the cafe owner who was murdered earlier this month. Little Red Barn Brewers hosted a pasta dinner in honor of Stetson, who was the owner of Railway Cafe. All proceeds from the sold-out event will go to Stetson's children. Stetson was found dead in her Winchester home back on June 8th, and her estranged husband was charged with her murder. A man died after an incident at the Southport Metro North train station in Fairfield yesterday. MTA police say 33-year-old Namaka Izef from New Haven got into a fight with someone on the train. They say he then climbed in between the second and third car and got on top of the train. And officers say he was electrocuted by live wires. EMS pronounced him dead on the scene. It's still unclear what led to the fight. We're told nobody else was hurt in the incident. New Haven police are investigating a stabbing that took place this morning. Officers say it happened on Howard Avenue. The person who was stabbed has non-life-threatening injuries, and police have one person in custody, but they haven't released any more information. Wilton police charged a man after they say he sexually assaulted a minor earlier this week. Officials say it happened near Wilton High School, where the victim was jogging. They identified the alleged attacker as 24-year-old Scott Dobos, who matched the description given by the victim. Dobos posted bond and is scheduled to appear in court on July 1st. And the search continues for rescue teams over in Venezuela today as they continue to search through rubble for any survivors. The deadly pair of earthquakes that hit the country Wednesday has left more than 900 people dead and thousands still injured or missing. Assistance from the U.S. is starting to be seen on ground. Maddie Gainen has the latest.
Marking the second full day of rescue operations. Authorities in Venezuela Friday are rushing against the clock, a 48 to 72 hour time frame known as the golden window, ideal for finding survivors.
It looks like a war zone. We're talking about, again, hundreds of high rises that just fell to the ground with many people in their homes because it was a holiday in Caracas that day.
Assistance from around the world is starting to flood in, including an urban search and rescue team from Fairfax County, Virginia, that specializes in working scenes where buildings have pancaked.
Our training is designed for reinforced concrete collapses, making the rescue very difficult. So these are rescues could take up to 12 to 36 to 48 hours to one individual.
Other U.S. military members are already on the ground, just about 6 months after the U.S. captured Venezuela's president at the time, Nicolas Maduro, as the country already faced major economic challenges.
The problem is that in Venezuela, we don't have a functioning state. We don't have a state that has the capacity, the technical capacity, the financial capacity, or the willingness to really help.
Hundreds are confirmed dead after Wednesday's pair of earthquakes shook Venezuela's northern coast. The 7.2 and 7.5 magnitude quakes came less than 40 seconds apart, leveling buildings and leaving many still missing. Papa! Maddie Gannon, Fox 61.
And coming up in the next 30 minutes, one New Haven restaurant is becoming a lifeline. We'll show you how the community is coming together with donations for Venezuela and how you can help. Southington is getting a boost in its efforts to tackle chronic flooding. The town secured a $300,000 federal grant to fund an engineering study that will identify long-term solutions to reduce flooding along the Quinnipiac River, protect homes and businesses, and strengthen local infrastructure. Officials say the study will also help Southington compete for future state and federal funding for larger flood control projects. As America celebrates 250 years, the town of Madison is getting ready for a big celebration of its own. But before the weekend festivities, the town unveiled a mural that represents its 200 years of rich history. Fox 61's Kayla Cade spoke to the artist about the mural and what it means to the people of Madison.
When I spoke with artist Patrick Ganino about the mural he created, he said it captures Madison's love of art and history.
A piece of Madison's history painted at the Surf Club caught the eye of many people in town. Chris Mullen and her granddaughter Ava came out to see the mural be revealed from under this white cloth.
Just wanted to enjoy the event.
It was painted by Patrick Ganino and his family, who has lived here for more than 20 years.
So this is a very special piece because it represents our hometown, and it's also something I was able to do with my family, which makes it even more better.
And they even had help from other kids.
He invited Ava and her 4-year-old sister to come over and put their fingerprint on the wall. So they put their finger in his paint, and forever shall live on the wall.
This mural captured what Ganino saw as a kid growing up in Madison.
It's a way of just showing how this is what it's like living here, right? It's the beach, it's love, it's happiness, it's everything like that.
And having it here on this wall was intentional.
This is the wall which everybody sees. When you're walking down the beach, if you're going to the playground, whatever you're doing, you're going to see this wall.
It's also the perfect place to watch his art come to life. From the seagulls trying to get a bite to kids enjoying themselves.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's just in time for the community to celebrate the town's and America's birthday.
Just all wrapped up into one special occasion. But this is really something for not just this year, but for years to come, right? You're going to find your fingerprint on the wall.
The town will be celebrating its 200th birthday Saturday with its Rising Strawberry Moon Festival. For more details, head to fox61.com. In Madison, Kayla Cade, Fox 61.
Well, trending on our website tonight, just in time for America's 250th anniversary celebration, the U.S. Mint will release 250,000 semi-quincentennial quarters. They pay tribute to the Declaration of Independence. On the front is Thomas Jefferson, who wrote the Declaration and served as our third president. And on the back, a ringing Liberty Bell with its signature crack. These quarters will be put into circulation in time for the 4th of July.